Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to season 2, episode 132. On today's episode, guys, we're going to be giving you a quick match preview for tomorrow's game, Barcelona versus Real Sociedad. Guys, remember, I post a link on Twitter at Kool-Aid Podcast 10. Anytime you guys ever want to join and give your thoughts and discussions, always feel free. And welcome to, let me choose my co-hosts for today, both Alex and Alvaro.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, guys?
All right, guys. So tomorrow's game away to the Real Sociedad. Very easy game, La Liga's wrapped up. We're just going in there for the vibes. Just get
Wait,
some match.
I'm sorry, real quick. You said Valladolid, right? Because I think you said Real Sociedad.
Valladolid. I was thinking about like last week.
Yeah,
All right. Same thing. All right. We basically won La Liga, guys. I'm not show you the squad that I think Xavi's gonna roll up with. This is just basically like what we're playing at the moment. Just like we want to see who's gonna be playing. I think this is like his most likely lineup. Ter Stegen, Balde, Christensen, Marcos Alonso, Jordi Alba, Gavi, Busquets, Frankie, Usman, Lewandowski, and Ferran Torres. Now, I think that's the squad lineup. There is not going to be Koundé. Let me pull up Barcelona's squad and let me show you guys. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be like hopefully, it's like a very chill game. We still have to play for La Liga, like all-time clean sheet record. We really don't want to lose that. So we want to break that record.
Real quick before we move on, I just wanted to say I know that's what we showed is our right. Well, we can see that they're still not taking Araujo. If I'm looking at so he's still
Araujo's not there. Koundé's not there.
All I'm gonna say is, and I think this is obviously Xavi is not gonna kill whatever I say, but this is something that I think Barca should consider. How about you just give playtime to? I'm not saying sub your benching, but I'm saying why don't you give playtime to Ansu Fati? Why don't you put, for example, I honestly think it would be good to put Paulo Torre in to get more minutes starting, not just as a sub in the 90th minute when none of it matters. Why don't I understand Xavi also wants to be professional and like not throw every game, but
Yeah,
honestly, why not do it, right? Like I understand at least on the defense be a bit more serious, so Ter Stegen and Barca can get the record, but I don't know. I feel like Xavi is maybe playing it a bit too close to playing a bit too serious for what it is. Like we already won the league. Like you might as well experiment. And I understand, part of the experimentation is doing stuff like putting Ansu Fati right back, but I mean not Ansu Fati, Balde.
yeah.
Putting Balde right back, but I don't know if that's really what the team should be doing. I think you can experiment a little bit more, maybe giving Kessie like a start, like like resting Gavi and Peri, not touching them at all, just setting them both down and letting Conde play more.
Xavi shouldn't even be playing Gabi or any of the starters.
I agree. I honestly think it's
just
risky.
play the guys who like haven't played all season, and because like we want these guys out or either to be sold or something. For example,
I feel like I feel like the closer we get to finishing the league. So how many games do we have left?
We have 3 games left.
3. I was gonna say 2,
Yeah.
3.
Mhm.
I'm expecting that maybe for the final 2, then he really does just play
The kids.
the kids. Just
Mhm.
but maybe right now he's trying to like just like not embarrass himself, which I mean it doesn't really matter because we already won La Liga.
Yeah.
But I agree with Alex. I mean, yes. I mean, I really don't get why Gabi and Frank and people like that are playing, especially some of those people that are playing have been injured. Then Bele should probably be getting more bench minutes than starter minutes, especially to nurture his injury. So I mean, I would expect that maybe for the last 3 games, or maybe the last 2, we see more bench minutes. I would also see Paulo the start and maybe play 50, 60 minutes in one of the games.
The guy, but Pablo Torre did like really well in his cameo, so I would definitely like to see him start
That's what
in
I'm
the
saying.
game. And like here's the thing, I think Xavi like what I really want is for us to get that clean sheet record for Ter Stegen and also win the Pichichi. That's all that's left to play in the season. We already bottled the all time top 5 European clean sheet record in the season. That was 15, so we can't break that. We can only tie it. So like I would want that record to be in Barcelona's. Like for example, it's at 15 for Chelsea, and we only have 3 games. We don't concede any goals in those 3 games, and we get the dub. But other than that, we'll see. But guys, my match prediction for tomorrow, and then we'll talk on some like quick Barca news.
I honestly think we're either gonna tie or win 1-0. I don't think maybe even lose. Like honestly, I'm just gonna say 1-0 us, but realistically, we can very well tie.
Okay. Fuck it, 3-1.
3-1, bro. Oh,
watch.
Dude, no one is gonna score 3 goals. Like this team is.
Actually, you're wrong. They're gonna put Sergio Roberto. He's gonna get a hat trick.
All right, my guy. All right, calm down. I imagine like a Sergio Roberto hat trick. Nah.
The greatest moment of his career was la remontada goal, and
bro, he is living off that goal. He has done absolutely and the run.
I was gonna say against Madrid. Yeah.
Those 2 moments have gave him a career at Barcelona. Imagine.
I mean, it's players like that. Like I'm gonna compare him real quick. Maybe the person I'm gonna compare him to deserves more praise, but Lucas Moura against Ajax in the semifinal, like. Outside of that hat trick, he hasn't really done anything else in his career.
Wait, but why are we talking about like a nobody club?
That's true.
I mean,
like, let me cover the banner in the back.
We cover the banner in the back. That's funny.
But I just wanted to say real quick, as we're moving on,
can
we talk about Xavi's press conference? How now he wants to get a world class pivot. How he thinks that's the priority. Because while I agree it's one of the priorities, if you could pull up the quote real quick on Twitter.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah, I do agree it's one of the main priorities. Like, of course, like reinforcing that pivot role, especially now Busquets is leaving. But is it really the main? I mean, to be honest with you, even when Busquets wasn't playing good and he was resting a bit more when he was injured, I thought the midfield wasn't terrible. I think what let us down a lot was the defense. And with all due respect, as good of a job as Conde has done,
our entire defense injured.
No, yeah, but my point is, as good as regardless of the injuries, as good of a job as Conde did as right back, he's not a right back. And Barcelona is a team that for the longest time has been utilizing their wing backs to join the attack. Well, I mean, obviously to provide support in the attack and overlap and whatnot. So, I think they're one of the main big clubs to start doing that from a while back. I know certainly Guardiola was a big fan of that, and we've seen this. We have had very offensive right backs. Jordi Alba, Dani Alves. I would even dare and say Puyol when he would play right back, because he was a player that we knew he would score corners. He would sometimes join the attack and get an assist or two, or even shoot and score. So Barcelona is a team that needs that. And again, Conde, phenomenal player as a center back, very good defending, decent ball distribution. But as a right back, he's not the answer. I honestly think someone like Juan Foyth, or maybe even looking at someone like João Cancelo would be a good choice. I honestly think a better option than just saying screw it. Let's just
why can't
spend all our money on
the tweet? I legit just had it and I can't find it. Oh my god, bro.
Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna paraphrase. Xavi said something along the lines of the priority is to spend big on a pivot. So we know,
basically,
we know the main options for Barcelona right now. Of course, Kimmich. We made TikTok and we mentioned him in a video.
Okay, but the thing with Kimmich is that Kimmich would be a dream signing. I would love Kimmich to come, but there's absolutely no way that he's leaving Bayern.
I disagree. I disagree.
No.
You're wrong.
Girls, time out.
Okay, explain. Talk to me. Explain.
If they're already saying that they're going to spend big and the CDM is a priority, what other world-class CDM is available?
Well, not world-class, but a great talent is with many.
Okay, see, the only way Zubimendi comes to Barcelona is you pay his release cost, 60 mil, and he comes to Barcelona. But I don't even know if Zubimendi would is that that favorable, because Real Sociedad, they just made the Champions League. I mean, they're going to make the Champions League, and so wouldn't it be great to play one season for Real Sociedad and the Champions League? You're playing this historic team, and then maybe
I'm gonna tell you right now,
you go to Barca.
If they're really spending big, it has to be Kimmich. And look, if they don't get him, it wasn't because of their lack of effort. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Of course, no. See.
Well, yeah, I think they're gonna try to get him either way.
Exactly, Barcelona's gonna try to get Kimmich. Just the thing is that Kimmich is gonna be almost impossible, because, for example, For us to get Lewandowski, we had to fork off basically like 50 million to them for a player that had 1 year left on his contract. Do you know when Kimmich is leaving Bayern? In the summer of
Okay,
2025.
but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right.
Kimmich,
The-
no, on top of that, Kimmich does not have any problems with the board, just like how Lewandowski came. Lewandowski not only did he skip training, he spoke publicly against the club. He's saying like, "I want to leave Bayern. I want to go to Barcelona." He said that in press conference, just like that. He just said, "I want to leave." Kimmich has
well,
not said anything of the
but okay,
sort.
okay. But to be fair, you're making a comparison about Lewandowski after there have been rumors and negotiations, and Kimmich,
Mm.
they haven't even truly spoken to him like that. I mean, not that I know. I'm sure they've like proposed the idea maybe to Bayern or his representatives, but they haven't really made like at least that I've heard. I haven't really heard anything major from Fabrizio Romano, but I don't think they've made a direct inquiry. Now we know his market price should be around 80 mil, 70 from 60 to 80, right? That's around like the money we paying for him, no?
Who?
For Kimmich, wouldn't it be 60 to 80 mil?
No, if we pay for Kimmich, it would be like minimum 80 million euros.
Okay,
And that's like, for example, like if Bayern are like would want to let go of Kimmich and like Kimmich like is forcing the move because
but this is
if
okay, but this is my point real quick. Barcelona,
right
they
here,
have
found
they
it.
have two things to use to their advantage.
Oh,
Three
I just
things.
had it.
First of all,
There we go.
yeah, the
New right
Xavi.
back now, number one priority. We're doing a high level defensive pivot this summer. It's
Okay, but
obvious and
no, no, no.
logical. Busquets.
Before I get into the three reasons why he might be tempted to come in, I'm gonna go ahead and say I think Kimmich is the best candidate that we can get for this position.
Oh,
Worst
sure.
case scenario, we lose him and we get Gundogan from City and try to hijack him from Arsenal because Arsenal are interested in Gundogan at the moment.
Arsenal would not. Gundogan wouldn't be going to Arsenal
Okay, but
if he
I
has an
don't
option,
think
he would be going to Barca.
but we know that Arsenal and City have made good business already. They've gotten Zinchenko and Jesus. I don't know why they wouldn't get Gundogan.
But I mean,
But look, real quick,
Arsenal are
real quick.
bottlers. Arsenal are bottlers. But like, who the fuck
It's
bottles
it's
the
a
Prem?
North London thing
The Prem after being basically 93% of the entire season at the
on
top,
top. I know, but they're
200
bums.
something
We
days.
know this.
It's simple.
Okay,
They're
okay.
not a serious club.
We're digressing real quick. I just want to say, Kimmich is the best man for the job. Played on the Guardiola, so he's used to a tiki-taka style system. I know it's not the
Okay.
same as Barca, but similarly enough. The other thing, good on defense, great ball distribution, great creativity. We know he can track back well and help out the defense. Great dribbler, phenomenal player. I'm a top fan. But these are the three reasons why he might be tempted to come. Reason number one, he's young. How old is he realistically? Like 27? Around that age? Look up
Yeah. Basically, he's around that age. Kimmich, he's
so
27, 28,
he's someone
around
that
there.
statistically he's reaching his prime.
28. He's 28.
He's 28. He's reaching his prime. If not, he has already reached it. Now, he's gonna want to move on from Bayern. Like Bayern is a great club playing in a great league. Like I'm not gonna disrespect the Bundesliga and call it a farmers league because we've seen how competitive it's been this season, right?
Relax, Alec. It's called the Bayern's Liga.
It's called
Relax.
the Bayern.
It's called the
No, no, no.
Bayern's Liga.
But listen. This is the thing. He's young. He's gonna want to experiment. The same way Lewandowski did it, although he's old. He's gonna want to experiment something else. The second thing, Kimmich is coming to a young, attractive team that has potential. Realistically, Bayern needs to sell a good amount of their players and invest in you because we know Bayern isn't known for its academy, right? They're known for buying from Dortmund. Well, Dortmund is their academy.
No. It's not Dortmund isn't the academy. It's the entire Bayern's Liga that's their academy, bro.
when,
It's
when they got
the entire league.
when they got Nagelsmann and Sabitzer from Leipzig in one season.
Bro, and that's so funny. Bayern are just about to absolutely choke.
Oh, they will.
Bundesliga.
Dortmund win incoming. But look,
No.
and the third thing-
Dortmund are the Spurs of what's it called? Of
Get
the
out of here, bro.
Bundesliga. No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
And the third thing-
Dortmund goes, hey, hold my beer. Bayern, when you lose, we lose. When you guys win, we win. It's that simple. Like, I'm sorry. How can you be like the best you've been in this many years and absolutely fumble against the worst Chelsea team in history? A Chelsea team that spends 600 million and is sitting on 12th.
Is the brothel.
It's the brothel, literally. And on top of that, okay, if they won, but if they fumble, who the Bundesliga, who did Dortmund play in their last game? They basically
as you look that up, the last thing I will say about Kimmich and the Kimmich and the other
Mind.
reason why I think he might come, is because he has a long time teammate Lewandowski. I'm sure he can convince him too. And I honestly think if Barcelona are smart and we use this as an opportunity to also offload some players, this would be great. Because imagine Kimmich asking price 80 mil. Let's say what you said minimum. I'm sure it's not gonna be like that, but let's say 80 mil. So you're gonna pay his release clause, which I don't know how much it would be. Plus
who's?
Kimmich. You're gonna if you get him this summer, you gotta pay his release clause.
No. Wait, does Kimmich even have a release clause?
I think he does.
Release clause. Let me see.
Well, be that as it may, you're gonna have to pay money, a good amount of money, because he's not at the end of the contract yet, and we know how good of a player he is. But I honestly think Barcelona can bargain and say, "Hey, we're gonna give you this amount of money, and maybe you use that opportunity to let go of a player like Ansu Fati or Ferran Torres. You say, here you go, we'll give you this guy." And I honestly think maybe it's not that simple, but I honestly think it could take that. Or maybe we say something like, we'll give you Ansu Fati and Eric Garcia or something.
Okay, if Matteo Alemany somehow finesses that into the deal, guys, build him a statue and like pray on and bow down to his feet like every single day, guys. Because like I need that to happen. I need Kimmich to come and for Ansu Fati and Eric Garcia to dip, go, shoot.
Make me the sporting director. That's all you need. I'll make it happen. They haven't seen my career. They haven't seen the sextuple with Spurs. I made that happen.
The sextuple with Spurs, bro. You can't even win at FIFA. Well, like, what are you gonna do in real life?
I can't even win the Audio Award game.
Exactly, bro.
But listen, my point, real quick, before I give the mic to Oliver. The only thing is, I honestly think if they can pull that off and try to, I honestly think it's very doable. Last season, we got Rafinha, Lewandowski, Conde, Who else am I missing? Kessie,
Christensen.
Bro, that's one of the most successful transfer windows we've had in like the past 10 years.
I completely agree with you. But here's the thing: would you want to fork that much of money? Because I guarantee you, that thing is going to be costing from 80 to maybe 100 mil in buying Kimmich.
If we give a player, I don't think it's going to be that expensive, and we're doing each other a favor.
But like, wouldn't you want to spend that money, for example, like reinforcing the right back? Because I completely disagree with Xavi. Like, we need to reinforce that right back position. Maybe Kunde gets injured, and we're playing fucking Sergio Roberto, and like for the 15th year consecutively.
I swear, whenever we're at a good point, like they'll never announce a Sergio Roberto contract extension when we're losing 2 games.
Imagine we pull up to like the Etihad. Bro, imagine we pull up to the Etihad, and we have fucking Sergio Roberto down in the wing, about to defend against Haaland and Grealish. Nah, fucking, we're done. Just close the shops, guys. That's it. But Alvaro,
that's the Kool-Aid Carvajal.
Look, do you think this deal is realistic at all?
Look, I'm just gonna stick to what Xavi said and to what we've been hearing about them spending big. If your number one we just have to believe it. If your number one priority is the pivot, and you're going to spend big, there's nothing else to say. It has to be Kimmich. Even again,
who else?
If Bayern bottles the league, I don't see why Kimmich wants to stay.
I mean, it's still Bayern.
Yeah, they bottled the Bundesliga. They're going trophyless.
They're going trophyless, bro. And it's so funny. Like, just a couple before Nagelsmann was sacked, they said we are sacking Nagelsmann because we are worried about the treble. Tuchel comes in, and they fold.
That type of team,
that
type of team that does not, that type of team that wins their league every single year, they see a year without a championship is a failure for them. So Kimmich has every reason to leave, and he may believe in Barca's project even more under a good coach like Xavi. Honestly, I could see it happening. It all depends on Kimmich, because I don't see Barca hesitating for 1 second to pay whatever it is that they have to pay for him. Again, it does worry me that he says that the right back is not a priority. I mean, he didn't say it, but you insinuated by saying that CDM is a priority. Again, if I say Sergio Roberto on the first game of the season as right back,
no, exactly.
Unless they somehow convince Conde to be a right back, and even then Conde is not a real right back.
Listen. So, I believe. Look, I'm gonna interrupt you real quick. I believe players can successfully switch positions and improve in different areas. We see this all the time. We see even when they're youths, well, especially when they're youths, we see players like Reece James, who played striker, moving to right back, Alexander Arnold, who played midfield, going to right back. We see even players like Joao Cancelo. What was he doing before left back? I mean, was he a right back? Played wing? This guy did everything. Like, it's not unrealistic that he can adapt to a new position, but it's gonna be so incredibly difficult because, like, fully adapt to playing right back, because it's one of those positions that I feel like, I mean, no disrespect, I play right back. I'm nowhere near any of these people, but I feel like the best right backs are usually
Sunday league over here.
no, I feel
Sunday league.
I feel like the best right backs are usually failed wingers, people that are
Bro,
great
bro.
dribbling at the ball.
When
Have
he
great
has open, when
I don't
he
think
has open,
they're gonna get to that.
when he has openly said that he's not a right back, you can't force someone
But
to
you
be.
see it. You see it in game. Like he'll get the ball. Like he'll make smart passes. I'll give him that. Like he has good ball distribution, playing out the back.
Yeah, he's good on the ball.
But when I swear it's so frustrating seeing him get a crossing. Like sometimes he'll give good crosses, but most of the time I'll see them. I'm like, bro, like,
Yeah, it's because he's not good.
And crossing while moving, overlapping, it's not his thing. You can tell, like he's a very defensive center right back, and that's fine. But that's not Barca style.
Yeah,
Barca
exactly.
plays a high line with the wing backs going up and down.
Exactly. But guys, okay, so we talked a lot. Hopefully we win that game against Valladolid. But guys,
I don't really care.
Exactly. Like we don't. Wait, here's the thing: as long as we win, we get the clean sheet. Anything else can happen. That's basically it. But guys, do you think this Kimmich deal is realistic at all? Like,
Yes.
Bro, look at this person.
You're a hater.
No, I'm realistic, bro. I'm realistic. Okay. I guarantee you that Kimmich is not coming to Barcelona. I would love him for him to come to Barcelona, but he's not coming.
This guy's an undercover Madrid fan. Bro, listen to me. Just because you have a good ultimate team does not mean you're gonna get this right.
Relax. Stop throwing shade. But guys, do you guys think that Kimmich is gonna be coming to Barcelona? Would you guys want him to come to Barcelona? And how do you guys think he would work in this system? But guys, that was it for tonight's episode. Guys, remember to follow us on our social media platforms. We also have episodes in podcast format on both Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Make sure to check us out. I'll have all the links down in the description below. And guys, remember, like, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys all in the next episode.